I'm going to talk about my research, my approach to research. So, yeah, that's kind of my methodology. Ethnography, I guess.
Ethnography?
What?
Anthropologists have a different idea of what can be categorized
I
as
know.
ethnography. You're not a trained anthropologist after all, are you?
I'm not, but I do
You are a social big data person, right?
But I also do small data.
Easy. Just say multidisciplinary, or interdisciplinary, or transdisciplinary.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Panopticon, power, metanarrative.
Those are my keywords, yeah.
You're Foucauldian.
Whoa, I'm Foucauldian.
You can call it Foucauldian discourse analysis.
I guess I can.
It's absolutely clear that you are Marxist.
Whoa.
Your method of analysis and presentation is historical materialist and logically dialectical.
But which Mark? Karl or Groucho?
You're a female of color. Just call it the third-way critical decolonizing approach.
Whoa, I am.
It's
Panopticon,
You're a
absolutely
female
clear
of
that
color.
you are
Shut up,
Marxist.
shut up, shut up,
Your
shut up.
method of analysis.
Why don't you all listen to me? Let me tell you my story. You know, every morning I basically woke up and have my coffee. After 1 cup of espresso, I just stare to the screen and check the work of my robots that they do while I'm sleeping, and stare again. Another cup of coffee and stare again. Another cup, another stare, deeper stare, deeper stare. But that's not the end of my research, though. I also travel to places and people that I research online. I book tickets and I put on my smooth immigration shirt. This is it. An anti-racial profiling cap. And don't forget a phone. I invented a placebo smartphone. It's not smart, but also doesn't really function well as a phone, but it does make you feel good. And my future is so bright, I always need sunglasses. So, one of the recent trips I did was to study the Occupy Hong Kong and a little side research on migrant workers' activism. As soon as I got to the airport, I took a bus to the city. Google said it will take 11 minutes to walk from the bus stop to the hotel. It took me 2 hours, 3 hours. At the bus stop, a chatter in my mother tongue stopped me, and I listened. Across the street, there's another group of people. These were migrant workers I've been researching online. Another chatter in a very familiar language stopped me. So I listened, I said hi, and chat away, and I started doodling, and the story were flowing. In 3 hours, I said hi to dozens of female migrant workers who spend their Sunday break in and around Victoria Park. And the next day, I had coffee with one of them. Next time I know, I was brought to a shelter for abused migrant workers. Coffee became lunch. Steamed rice, spicy garlic prawns, stir-fried water spinach. Life offer different upshots, yet rice always suit our pain. Life gives scars in a dozen colors. Rice gave a solace in white. I was taken to the migrant worker radio station. Lunch became dinner. Dinner became a walk to a night market. Moonless night, midnight ice cream, sticky rice bowl in warm ginger syrup. Hang out, chat away, doodle away, laugh, eat, tag on Facebook, tweet, share story, Instagram Wi-Fi, share stories again, cry, share stories again, hugs. A long walk in the park had hijacked the entire research agenda. Hot summer, humid, sultry air. I let these female migrant workers hijack me, hijack my time, my space, my mind, and even my heart. So know how to call all of this. What should I call all of those I did? How do I label myself? I guess I know how to call it. This is it. I think this is amazing. I think this is terrific. You don't believe I would write something like that, right? That doesn't sound like Marilyn Olive. That sounds like Marlena Baba. I will not get into it though. It's too deep for all of you. Let me just conclude. One day I told my friend I was terribly blue. Was it far too hard to do what I thought that was true? She thought for a moment, then she answered that the labels don't apply to you. Small or big data, and frequently medium. Intertrans, but I'm mostly undisciplinary. With A to Z methods, I'm a mixologist. Perhaps the labels don't apply to me. In theories we learn, in the method we're taught, and in article of boring journals, there are labels and style to be a great scholar, but it generally means if you are mainstream. Is it written in the air? And it seems to be that we haven't long at all to be truly free. I will always remember to be grateful that the labels don't apply to me. I wouldn't lie, the labels don't apply, the labels don't have to apply to you.